Remember our video about the ghosting tour? Well, the tour finished and there are so many good stories to tell about it. I want to take you through the top storylines and coolest plays of the tour. At the end, we'll see who got the $900 prize. Most tours in Smogon don't allow outside help, and it's considered cheating. In ghosting tours, we explicitly allow this. You and two other friends form a group, and you're not only allowed to discuss, chat, and strategize together, you're required to do it. This is loads of fun because when people just hop in a Discord call together, they win as a team. Because people take a long time to talk, the format is a best of one. There's a double elimination bracket, meaning you have to lose twice before you're eliminated as a buffer, and one team gets the entire prize, a fat 900 US dollars. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out the Ubers UU ladder, Smogon page, and Discord for more on our favorite metagame of Generation 9. Firstly, we need to address the heavy hitters that got absolutely trounced by the competition. You know the PokeTuber Blunder? They teamed up with a winner of a previous Ubers UU tour and were eliminated in round 3? As soon as possible. They were knocked into the losers bracket week 2 by Addo, Don Salvatore, and Ruby Blood. Urshifu Rapid Strike is a very uncommon Pokemon in the metagame, but when wearing a choice scarf, it has an amazing matchup into Galvantula, a Focus Sash user, and a Sticky Web setter. In a best of one like this, that single lucky matchup and interaction was enough to turn the tide of the game. A Webs team without Sticky Webs is in big trouble, but there was one more nail in the coffin. Arceus Poison is usually threatened by Landorus, so special variants of Arceus Poison often run Ice Beam to counter this. The opposing team saw the Calm Mind, predicted the incoming Ice Beam, and hit their Terra Steel button. Toxapex helped wall blunder Zacian, and the structure collapsed into a quick 3-0, and Blunder fell into the losers bracket. They were eliminated by the team about to make Ubers UU history. Doron, Entrocephalo, and Fragments, otherwise known as No Spain, No Gain. What happened to them? Well, they themselves could only play Blunder's team because of their own loss to Agent Caval, Itzby, and Corkscrew. Agent's team brought Sun, which is superpowered in Ubers UU due to Chi-Yu. This Pokemon carries its massive breaking power that got it banned through OU under a Sun with a choice scarf? Oof, that's nearly undefeatable. Walking Wake also brings more power and speed than Palkia Origin when it can run Specs in Sun, and then No Spain No Gain is in trouble. Walking Wake comes in, but No Spain No Gain has an answer to it, their own Roaring Moon. But the Hydrosteam crits. A Terra Water secures the kill, and Doron's team loses their only Walking Wake answer. After some back and forth, the game gets closed out. No Spain No Gain felt unlucky because of the crit, but there was one more emotion: anger. The other team didn't just win, but they rubbed it in. Listen to their comms, which they were required to publish when they won the match.
Wait, why does Dumbass go Roaring Moon? No, I'm gonna turn on the Magirno, so when his stupid ass clicks Fairy move. Bro, I feel like he's a bitch though, and he'll just stay in.
It's all the worst thing possible.
Wait, yeah, this guy went into... Yeah, this guy's stupid as fuck. I don't know why he did. Yo, this guy's hella stupid. Yo, this guy's hella stupid. These guys don't know how to play.
Yo, can we BM them, bro?
Nah, I'm tryharding the fuck. I hate these guys. Yeah, I'm just letting you know the second this game ends, I'm BMing the shit out of them.
The dark play, bro.
Dude, I'm saying, dude, he's not sucker, bro.
Why is he not sucker?
He
Wait,
took way too long to click that. Yo, he's boots.
Yo, he's boots, man.
Yo, look at the guy. Yeah, dude.
GG's.
Yo, we better get banned from the tour.
Alright, GG's. Some light. Easiest win of my life. Easiest win of my life.
This pissed off the losing team. No Spain, No Gain wasn't just in losers, they were on a warpath. That warpath brings them to Blunder's team. In my opinion, Team Preview really decided how the match would go. No Spain, No Gain came prepared with Palkia Origin, the old mascot, and Arceus Dark, a top-rated Mon ever since the tier was created. The 3D team really needed a special wall for these threats. Luckily, they came equipped with two, Arceus Poison and Terapagos. Turn 1, an unfortunate Fleur Cannon miss means Doron has a free sub, and 3D is in trouble. Time to use the special wall, which gets immediately crit and 2-hit KO'd by Earth Power. Oh no. Now the team crumbles with nothing that can both take hits and do enough damage to break the substitute. They play it right by bringing in Terapagos and breaking the sub, then they brought in Chien-Pao to finish off Palkia Origin. Turn 7 begins, and Palkia gets a spatial rend in. Palkia Origin went first. This Chien-Pao was adamant or otherwise minimally invested in speed EVs, and it goes down. This is very unconventional, but it's possible that due to the lack of tier experience, the team didn't realize 372 speed was such an important benchmark to exceed, and almost all Chien-Pao are jolly for that reason. Vert was the one on the team with the most Tour Ubers UU experience, but they played during the kickoff last November and December before the Chien-Pao drop in March. Maybe inexperience was their downfall, but an unlucky crit on the Earth Power certainly didn't help. No Spain, No Gain makes it one more round. Blunder's team wasn't the only huge name to fall. In round 7, the resident champions who originally came from Ubers, FC, Freebo, and Aberforth, fell to Big Stall Council, made up of Creator of Some, Hack, and Leo Justice. Once Hazards, Rocky Helmet, and Chip wore down FC's Urshifu, there was nothing to stop the terastallized Terapagos from sweeping them up. You might be surprised to see Big Stall Council bringing a balanced team, but to me what's funnier is that when they actually did bring Stall, they lost. But that's partially because their competition, Batty, Stariel, and Career Ended, brought insane stall breakers. They had Kyurem, Hex Dragapult, Arceus Dark, and Landorus. It was a rough matchup from the start. Finchinator's team made it up to round 6, where the Haxed ones, Sinnoh, All About the Hacks, and Drazg, beat them up after a smart Terrifier broke Finch's Chi-Yu early, and an Ursaluna Blood Moon was able to clean up using a Trick Room set by the other team. Regular Ursaluna also made some surprising upsets in round 8, where enemies of Fortnite, Bruno, Watashi, and Star, brought a more conventional Trick Room team that just clobbered the more balanced team from Cam, Swinefan44, and Big Fat Mantis, the winner of another previous Ubers UU tour. Maybe the best way BFM's team could have shut down Trick Room was with a Taunt Arceus Dark, but Ursaluna immediately picked up that kill, and then enemies of Fortnite could play with the speed control as much as they wanted, and the rest of the game followed quickly from there. And where was No Spain, No Gain during these rounds where these huge upsets were happening? In losers. Round 5, losers. 6, losers. 7, losers. Round 12, a full 9 rounds after their first moment of being in the losers bracket, constantly one game away from elimination, losers. They even managed to bring it back against their previous opponents and eliminate them from the bracket entirely. This time, No Spain, No Gain was not messing around. The beatdown began with a lead Palkia Origin that just clicked buttons for 8 turns, ripping 2 Pokemon apart and doing serious damage to the other team's Magearna. By turn 9, GGs are being called because Deoxys burns out quick with Superpower and Psycho Boost, and Giratina sits on the other 3 Pokemon extremely well. No Spain, No Gain had all the tools to clean this up, and it seemed like Team 49 didn't even respect the win. The gameplay and achievement they showed here by going 9 rounds without a loss in the losers bracket should not be understated. This is a major highlight of the tournament to me. Ultimately, No Spain, No Gain was eliminated before the $900 prize. And to earn this money, you had to play a lot of games. In order to play them, you and your opponents have to agree when to play. However, timing and scheduling don't always work out smoothly. This takes us to Winners Finals, where 2 of the top 3 competitors had to face off, and the shenanigans began when one of the final teams, Mood Swing, makes post. Their most active player and captain, Electric Win or Ewin, outlined their schedule. They couldn't play on the weekends when most tours are played, so the other team, the Pheno, suggested they extend their week. However, the teams couldn't coordinate a time where the 6 players were available, and Mood Swing therefore tries to claim an activity win. This was ultimately rejected because we're only a week away from a huge money prize. Let's play some Pokemon. The tournament organizer gives both teams another week to schedule, and eventually the 2 teams find a time that works for everyone. Let's get into the Winners Finals. We have Mood Swing's hyper offense versus the Pheno's more balanced but still offensive team. In that hyper offense spirit of go, 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 Mood Swing opens up with a lead-zation, but pivots to a more standard screen setup after Magearna encores the Swords Dance Zation. That's one example of why Magearna is such a great check to Zation. Now wait, Zation comes back and it's Life Orb. That threatens the 2-hit KO on Magearna. The Pheno swaps out their Giratina to eat the close combat, but Mood Swing predicts this and doubles to Mewtwo and sets up a substitute. It doesn't have leftovers. I wonder what item that is. A +2 Fire Blast picks up the KO on Mewtwo, but Mood Swing has to pop Terra for this. The Pheno pops Terra on Zation and picks up a kill on Spectrier, but Mood Swing wins the speed tie to do huge damage to Zation. Now, Arceus Dragon threatens an extreme speed cleanup, but Arcdark on the other side can deny that. Zamazenta is a really underutilized Mon, and it really shines in its role as an anti-Arceus Dark bit of tech, and it comes in crucial here. Unfortunately, it thuds hard into Giratina, and the teams loop a little bit as Zamazenta slowly gets chipped down by burns. The Pheno always wants to wisp a switch in, especially Arceus Dark, but Zamazenta doesn't want to provide that. What's Zamazenta's last move, by the way? Oh, it's Roar, a perfect response to bulk up Palafin. Mood Swing looks really far behind, but they finally get a safe swap in for Mewtwo, and it's a Slackberry Mewtwo? Useless versus the Palafin it's up against, but a nasty plot Slack Mewtwo is really cool if I say so myself. Arceus Dragon finds its way in, and all the checks for it are chipped down and into KO range. It's Arc Dragon against the world. What is the world to a god? Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Extreme Speed are the perfect set of moves to sweep this game. Luckily, Arceus Dragon is banned now, but Ewin showed it off at its peak to pick up 5 kills and secure their team a spot in Grand Finals. Now of course, this bracket is double elimination, so the Pheno gets another chance to bring it back to Grand Finals. They play versus Ukanda, a team that eliminated No Spain, No Gain. This time, they stop the opposing Arceus Dragon with some cool tech. A Scary Face Araquanid. That drops the Arceus' speed, but it still has extreme speed and is all the way boosted up in attack. The Terragozation luckily soaks the extreme speed and secures the kill. Now Ukanda has to deal with a fully operational Sticky Web team, and they just lost their removal to that Terragozation. A Dialga helps out a little bit, but it mostly just feeds the Annihilate Rage Fist as it sweeps the rest of the game, living a crucial Psychic from Landorus. The Pheno bring it back to Grand Finals and are in it to win it. But what happens here? More scheduling concerns. This time it's serious. We're contending for the $900 directly. Ewin makes the first claim. When 2 teams schedule to play, there's a bit of leeway recommended in case someone is delayed. If you schedule for 10 o'clock and your opponent shows up 10:05, that should be considered reasonable. Some window is acceptable. The Grand Finals was set to be played at 7 o'clock European time, but Mood Swing didn't send a challenge until 7:44. which is beyond the 30-minute delay. However, Mood Swing noted the delay, and the Pheno team did not respond to the 744 challenge. Therefore, Ewin tried to claim inactivity from the other team, granting the win. Arguably, this claim could have gone the other way. The Pheno could have claimed inactivity on Mood Swing by saying, "You were 44 minutes late, give us the money." But that goes against the spirit of the game. We're not playing Scheduling Showdown, we're playing Pokemon Showdown. The tournament organizer gave both groups more time to play their set, but Ewin was a little miffed about that. Maybe the two teams weren't respecting each other as much as they could have, but they got to settle it in Grand Finals. If Mood Swing wins this game, it's over. If the Pheno wins this game, there's one more when they're both in the loser's bracket. This game could decide it all, so let's get straight in. Mood Swing brings Sun and the Pheno brings Shed Tail offense. Shed Tail is unique to Uber's formats and much better in Uber's UU than regular Ubers because the users of it are relatively weak and get overwhelmed in the stronger tier. Mood Swing immediately identifies a weakness to the other team though. Gouging Fire looks amazing, so start dancing. Arceus Fire maybe could have 1v1 the Gouging, but by the time it's at +2 under Sun, even a Reflect doesn't let Arceus boost up enough to stop it. Down goes the Arceus, even Mewtwo can't 2-hit KO this thing after Leftovers recovery. Gouging Fire uses that to get even more boosts, and it's looking really bad at this point. The Pheno begins sacking Mons to get the Flare Blitz recoil, but that means Gouging Fire takes down 4 Pokemon before it self-faints. Can Ogerpon win against everything left? Well, it can't quite get all the boosts it needs before the Torkoal kills it, so it's Zacian versus the world. We've seen similar swings in previous games, can this one do it? And the Torkoal used gone, so it's curtains. Actually no, the Zacian had a Lumberry, and Arceus Poison comes in, and Zacian can't usually hit it. Actually no, Zacian has Wild Charge, and that doesn't KO, Arceus Poison picks up the kill, and that is it. Mood Swing sweeps the tour from winners and takes home the $900 prize. Shout out to Ewin and Reye for the amazing wins and great gameplay, as well as No Spain, No Gain for the amazing losers run. Tours like this are happening all the time in Uber's UU, so make sure you're playing the meta, watching the tours, and enjoying all there is to enjoy in our little community. Thank you.